Hi, little Smoothies. I Bond the one and only, and welcome to a weapon guide or reason why I think this weapon is just fantastically perfect in Elden Ring. Let's get started. Once I light my cigarette up. Alrighty, let's get started. So today's weapon I'd like to talk about. It's not only of the beloved Claymore. The Claymore is a Scottish greatsword that's is usually weigh about, I'd like to say around like 20-ish, 30-ish, some odd pounds, you know. And it's a very historical weapon. It's a very popular weapon in the franchise in the Souls games, from Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2 to Dark Souls 3, and it made its way into Elden Ring. It's always been the perfect weapon for any playthrough, by far, in my opinion. You know, I'm sure somebody has something else better. They say like, "Oh, Zweihander is always the best one to go with in Dark Souls," but nobody doesn't know anything about the potentials of the Claymore. The Claymore is such a perfect weapon. Why? It has thrust. Anything for thrust, pierce, or piercing damage was counted in Elden Ring because of the damage type. Anything that you counter strike against the enemy upon before they hit you, it's going to be pierced, and they're going to receive extra damage on top of that matter. Um, so I'm focusing the Claymore on Elden Ring by far most in the video. So let's get to it. The Claymore can easily be used early in the game. It can be used early in the game by picking Vagabond. By picking Vagabond, you have the perfect amount of strength and dexterity to use for it. Strength at 14, dexterity at 13. It's perfect that you can two-hand this way early in the game. You can pick the Vagabond right from the start. You can go straight and get this weapon if you wanted to, which for anyone's playthrough, for a beginning playthrough, I highly recommend to get this weapon. It's really good. It's a really great weapon, like I said. But yeah. Um, so this weapon is a piercing standard weapon. Um, that's located in Castle Morn. You're going to have to get through some misbegottens. When you take the elevator up, go straight forward and head into that room on your that hellish where the misbegottens are at. Yeah, I sometimes just go straight through it and just grab the weapon. If you the treasure chest inside of it, you grab it and you get the claymore from there. But if you die, it's okay. It doesn't matter because you got the fucking weapon. But still, I by far myself like to go back and get my runes that I lost. There's two players. Fuck it, I ain't going back and get them. Or man, it's like, damn it, I'm gonna get these runes back. I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna lose money or experience points here. So let's talk about the weapon itself. It comes with Lion's Claw. You can perfectly use Lion's Claw in the beginning of the game if you really wanted to. Lion's Claw has some stance breaking features. It can easily break poise down if you're able to. But by combining the heavy R2, the heavy attack with the thrust, you can get the Axe Talisman in the mist, the forest of mist. Right by where that sleeping bear's at, you want to sneak past by. Right where you see blood howling. Sneak down there and get yourself the axe talisman. That's going to boost your charge heavy attacks with the thrusting attack. And you can also pick up the I got done smoking my rainy pack. Yep. See, I'm not lying. I got that rainy pack, y'all. That's that rainy pack. Alrighty. So you can get the the crystal tears in the mist the mist village, the mist forest. Above where that, that minor archery is in there in that forest. You'll pick up the spike crack tier. The spike crack tier will allow you to increase your charging attacks for about 20 or 30 seconds. So you got to use that pretty quick if you're fighting a boss, particularly. With that and the X talisman, you can break Margit's poise, no problem. His poise will just break, and you can just go for like extra hits. Now, what I usually use, the perfect Ashes of War for the Claymore out there. You can put any Ash of War on the Claymore. It's gonna do just fine. It's gonna do fine and dandy on everything. Wild Strikes is good on it. Lion's Claw is perfect. Bloody Slash is perfect if you're going for the Strength Arcane deal here. Double Strike, Sword Dance, anything. It works perfect. It's always going to reign S tier level of attack, S tier level of everything. Now it doesn't provide the highest AR. It's decent because you're able to attack from range with thrusting with the heavy R2. So I got my book out. So let's go take a look about the. Let's take a look at all the affinities you can put on it. I got a book here that tells everything here. So we're referring to the Elden Ring Books of Knowledge. This was given to me by my dad. My dad picked this up for me for Easter. He bought that book for me. And the Claymore itself, I don't think the camera can't focus too much on that too well. But yeah. But yeah. Hopefully that music doesn't catch copyright strikes. Hope to God it doesn't. So anyway. Let's look at the possible attacks, the affinities, like standard, like max. Look, we're talking about like plus 25 here of all things. Like at plus 25 standard, a C and D in strength. It's going to be a heavy at B at plus 25. It never goes anywhere higher above B, but it does alright. But the highest amount you're going to be putting on is, excuse me, is 338 standard, 312 at heavy. Yeah, you can use this at keen at 312. B, it's going to be B in keen. Quality 272. You can use this in quality as well. It does good in quality as well. I'm like, hell. It does good in magic. It's great in fire. At C in Sea of Magic and Fire. Flame Art C. Lightning, it's a C. The highest you can get in a sacred is a C. Poison, you both get CC in both poison and in strength and dexterity. Blood is CC. The build up on the poison is like 115 at max if you max it arcane. 100 if you max it arcane to 60. Cold at plus 25, 127 cold build up. It's really good. Now, cold is really good if you're playing like a strength intelligence like build, especially with like the magic and the cold builds, and then the occult affinities. Yes, the occult affinity will be at B. You can swing this perfectly with the occult affinity. So the Claymore is simply a very well all-around build. You can put this weapon with anything you want. You can take this weapon from the beginning to start and finished of the game. And that's why I always say that the Claymore is always my favorite beloved greatsword of all time in the franchise of the Soul series. And I really love this weapon a whole lot. So yeah, I got other weapons I like to talk about, and I may do another one of these videos. If you like this video, comment down below and tell me what other weapon you want me to talk about and what my thoughts and feelings on it are. So then, if you like what you've seen, give a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the following stream today at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. folks. This has been Ichiban Samugi signing off. I'll see you then.